Hi, my name is Jay Oza. I teach, mentor, and coach people on public speaking so that they can give winning high stakes speeches, whether it's for a job interview, for a business meeting, or for a conference. Today I want to talk about coaching and specifically this word trusted advisor. And I'm going to spend some time because a lot of people use this word, but they really don't spend a lot of time explaining what exactly does this mean. To coach somebody, you have to be a trusted advisor. Now, it is kind of assumed that you're providing good advice, but that's not always the case. So let's just make it even more specific. You have to be a trusted, good advisor. Now, let's break this down. In order to succeed as a coach, the people that you're coaching, they have to trust you. It's understood, but it's given, right? They have to trust you. If there is no trust, you can't coach. So the first thing you want to focus on is establishing that trust. And that's where you should spend initial time having conversation, getting to understand the person, what's working, what's not working. And don't offer any advice. It's actually futile to offer advice because you don't know enough. And you may not know for a long time. You don't want to know too much. You just want to observe. So you want to develop that trust. And whatever that person is saying, you have to make sure you're saying the same thing. See if that person has a routine. Just focus on the basics, and that's where you're going to establish the trust. Even if the person tries to get you to provide advice, refrain from it. It's not going to help you provide good coaching. Okay, so let's say you took care of the word trusted. Second is the word advice. Now, this is where you have to be very careful. The advice you're going to give has to be good. So that means you can't give too many advice. Otherwise, it can't possibly work. Often, I've found people already know what they're doing. They're just not doing it. And you don't need to give any advice. You just make them do the stuff that they already know that they have to do. And if you can get them to do it, you look like a genius coach. So that's why. See what is really working before you give any advice. And the advice you give has to be one advice. You can't give too many. Otherwise, it's almost like you're not giving any advice. The person is not going to be able to process it, and you're not going to look like a good. You could be trusted, but you're not a trusted advisor, and especially a trusted good advisor. You could be a trusted advisor. They trust you, but you're giving bad advice. And that happens. I have seen that happen. I have even experienced that personally, where you trust somebody, but they're not giving you good advice. They're just giving you bad advice. And I think the worst kind of coaching is somebody that is trusted, but it's giving you bad advice. They do more damage to you than not even having a coach. So be careful of that. Trusted bad advisor are the worst. Then you have trusted advisor who give you advice, but there are too many. What you really want is somebody who's a trusted good advisor, where the advice they're giving you is targeted, focused, actionable, and results oriented. And that is what you want in a coach. I know the word coach gets used a lot, but think about it. The main thing you have to ask yourself is this person that I'm asking for coaching a trusted, good advisor? And to be honest with you, you're not going to find this out for a while. So you need to understand what kind of coaching do you need. And I have, and I'll record another video that goes into this in more detail. I've outlined 10 steps you have to go through. And coaching in most sense should be self-coaching. You got to be able to coach yourself because there's no person out there who will know as much as you do. So if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what you're saying, if you're not improving, you don't know what you're improving, what you're learning, a coach isn't going to help you. That's not a coach. You need a teacher at that point. A coach comes in when you can execute, but you can't perform. That's level 1 coaching. And level 2 coaching is the ultimate, where you're performing, but you're not winning. And I guess you can call it level 3, where you're winning, but you're not winning consistently. And that's level 3, which is very difficult. It's impossible to win consistently. I mean, at that point, you would be like Tiger Woods during his, great run, where the coaching, he's not just winning, he's winning consistently. He's number 1. That type of coaching is highly special. And but the 3 levels of coaching we're talking about, from execution to performance, performance to winning, and winning to becoming number 1. So, but to get to that, you got to self-coach yourself first. So to close this out, the key thing to remember is this word: trusted, good advisor. If the person that is coaching you is not a trusted, good advisor, end it, because it can do more harm. It's not going to generate results, and that's what you want in a coach: a trusted, good advisor. And if you get that person, you're going to start seeing results real soon. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions. And if you ever need help with coaching related to public speaking, job interviewing, or giving a speech at a conference, let me know. Thank you for watching.